the Danger Yu-Gi-Oh channel here, and today we have for you a deck profile. Today's deck profile is going to be part of a series I'm doing. It is going to be a Cyberce World Challice deck, including the extra deck and the side deck today. So first off, I'm going to pull those to the side, and I'm going to start off by showing you the main deck. So the main deck comes in three different parts. It comes with Cyberce cards, World Challice parts, and extra little pieces. Basically some staples and such. So I'm going to start it off with the Cyberce section of the monsters. And this is going to be 3 copies of Link Slayer, 2 copies of Salvagent Driver, 2 Ram Clouders, 3 backup secretaries, 2 Draco Net, 1 stack reliever and 1 launcher commander, and 2 Bitron. Bitron, of course, being able to be pulled out by any of the World Chalice cards for the most part, as well as a few of the Cyberce pieces. Link Slayer is a great special summon. And of course, Ram Clouder is able to special summon any Cyberce monster you want from the graveyard. So next part is the World Chalice section. That's going to contain 1 Lee the World Chalice Fairy, 1 World Legacy World Chalice, 3 Beckoned, 3 Chosen, and 3 Crowned. With a lot of normal monsters in here, the deck does run a little slow, but it's good for me. I like it. It works. Summons out what I want it to. And the last 2 cards are a copy of Cyber Dragon and a copy of Effect Veiler. Now, everything in this either came from Code of the Duelist or came from the starter deck Link Strike. Next, I'm going to go on to the spell cards. And I'm going to start off this time with the World Chalice parts. We have 3 World Legacy's Heart, 3 World Legacy Discovery, and that's it. Then in the Cyberce, we have 1 Cyanite Universe, and it's kind of the same theme, is 1 copy of Castle Link. This allows you to get your Link monsters to have a little bit more power, and is an all-around good thing. Next, we have 1 copy of Supply Squad, 3 MSTs, and only 2 copies of Terraforming. I find that you naturally run into your field spells to start with, and your field spell will decide what type of game you're doing. Now I'm going to go to the trap cards, where we have 2 copies of Cyberce Beacon for the Cyberce portion. The World Chalice portion has 3 copies of World Legacy Landmark. And then for our generic cards, we have 2 Fiendish Chain, 2 Dark Bribe, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Jar of Avarice, 1 Breakoff Trap Hole, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, and 3 Call of the Haunted. That's all for the main deck portion. Now I'm going to pull up the extra deck. Now, as a note, all of the cards in here either came from the Link Strike starter deck, which I bought in triplicate, or were from packs of Code of the Duelist. I did not buy any of these cards online, so that's why there's only 1 of this or 2 of that, and there's these thrown in. Why do you have that in there? I'm doing it the same way that any regular new incoming player would, which is exactly what this video was intended to show. I spent probably $200 on Code of the Duelist trying to build Trick Stars. So that's why there's a lot of the Code of the Duelist stuff in here. As well as it's going to cost $90. Wait, no, 90, wow. Wrong set. It's going to cost $30 to get the Link Strike. Now for the extra deck, I have 3 copies of Ib, the World Chalice Priestess. Only 2 copies of Aram, sadly. 3 copies of Imduck, the World Chalice Dragon. Now into our Cyberce portion, we have 2 Proxy Dragons. I took 1 out. I replaced it. Yes, 2 Proxy Dragons from the Megaton. It's the only thing outside. It's a Megatin promo, so that'll cost you another 20 bucks. 2 copies of Lynx Spider. And the most summoned card in this deck is going to be Topolomic Bomber Dragon. Yes, I actually pulled one. I was so happy about that. But that card there is the thing that this deck strives to summon. It can summon it so many times per game, it's crazy. And then 2 copies of Decode Talker. That's all for the extra deck itself. Now I'm going to move on to the side deck. Now for the side deck cards, I had to go through my collection and find enough of the same color sleeve for this. So a few of them might have price codes on them. That's not what the actual card value is, though. It was a sleeve. My 3rd copy of Decode Talker. My 2 copies of Honeybot. The 3rd Lynx Spider. Then 1 Bitron, 1 Ram Clouder, 2 Draconet. 1 Draconet. Another Castle Link. A Pot of Duality. The 3rd Terraforming. A Dark Hole. Supply Squad. Silent Universe, Mirror Force, and then Dark Bribe. With this deck, there's a lot of fun combos you can make. I personally have, while doing playtesting of this, have summoned out Topolomic Bomber Dragon probably 4 or 5 times per duel, just by having it get shuffled back into the deck after it's destroyed or something like that. It works out really well for me. And of course, I have a few token cards I always keep on me to make sure that I can use them. So the 6 tokens I keep on me for this deck happen to be 1 Kaiba token from the Megatin, a Joey token from Legendary Dex 2, a Yugi token from the Megatin, a Kaiba token from the Legendary Dex 2, and 2 Gortz tokens. So I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and this is Danger Yu-Gi-Oh! Signing off.